What's up, ladies and gents? Central and your host here. Welcome back to the third mission for our Hitman VR walkthrough. This is called a Gilded Cage. Hopefully you guys enjoy, and let's check out the briefing, and then we'll discuss how we're going to play it out.
Good afternoon, 47. Your destination is Marrakesh, Morocco, where civil riots are looming. Your targets are private banker Klaus Strandberg and Army General Reza Zaidan, two of the conspirators in a sinister plot to overthrow Morocco's fragile government. Strandberg, a former bank CEO who stole billions of dollars worth of savings from the Moroccan people, was facing trial for investment fraud. But early this morning, a band of heavily armed mercenaries freed Strandberg from his prison transport, resulting in the death of several police officers. Strandberg now takes refuge at his native Swedish consulate, in front of which crowds of angry protesters have gathered, demanding his handover to Moroccan authorities. We believe General Zaidan orchestrated Strandberg's escape to infuriate the public and spark nationwide riots, allowing Zaidan to impose martial law. Operating out of a field HQ at a nearby abandoned school, he will no doubt use the riots to depict the Rabat government as weak and inept, and persuade the general staff to support a fully fledged military coup in the name of national security. Our client, building contractor Hamilton Lowe, who stands to lose a fortune in government contracts, has hired us to prevent the coup d'etat. To do so, you need to paralyze Zaidan's rebel forces and prevent the riots from escalating further, hence the double contract. This is quite the political powder keg, 47, so be careful. The fate of a nation is at stake. I will leave you to prepare.
All right, so I've decided to go with a poisoning kill and a, well, I'll just leave the final kill for this. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like. Of course, this is Silent Assassin, and it's go time.
Welcome to Marrakesh, 47. The situation grows more tense by the minute. The consulate is under lockdown, but the protests are only a stone throw away from full-blown riots, and Zaidan won't hesitate to unleash his troops. So whatever you're planning, time is of the essence. Good luck, 47.
All right, so essentially all we need to do is we need to set up a little distraction first. If you do not do this, it'll take even longer for the kill to happen. You need to turn on this radio. This is going to distract the waiter, who is going to bring the poison food to the first target. If you don't do that, it'll be a very, very long time before it actually allows you to take him out. And we don't want to wait too long, of course. So distract him first with the radio, and then we're going to head over here. This is where you need to place the poison vial in the food. Once you've done so, you've already killed your first target, and you don't even have to go up to him, which I think is a very unique kill. Second, we're going to enter into the compound itself. We're going to need to be a little sneaky and stealthy. You've got a little bit of time, so everything you do doesn't have to be timed perfectly for this specific run. Mostly the runs that you see me do are always because I have a specific mission to do. Still, I'm having a lot of trouble just getting crowbars inside the inventory. Hopefully they patch that or make it much better, but who knows. So once we come down here, make sure you stay to the outside so the one guard doesn't see you. We're going to do a radio distraction. There's two guards in this area right here that can see us when we try to grab the entry keyway. So turn the radio back off, and you're going to see him move over to the left. Once he starts moving over to the left, check your target and make sure that the guy is moving. Yep, he's moved. And now we can go ahead and grab this with the right guard and make your way across the outside here so the guard doesn't see you. We need to sneak by a few more guards, and then we can enter because we just picked up that key card. So first things first is we're going to hide behind this box. Now, a lot of things that you could do in the regular game are significantly more difficult, even just this section right here, because you have to hide behind a box. Guards can see you so much easier in VR than they can in the regular game because your whole body is considered a full movement, and even if you stick your head out, they can see just the peak of your head, whereas before you could get against cover, and then you no longer have to worry about it. So we constantly check just to make sure that we are still in Silent Assassin mode. So if you've done everything in the timing here, you'll be able to go up the stairs easily. So the target is on the left here. One method that you could do is try to do this quick enough, but I find that to be a little too quick for VR because it takes a lot longer to do certain things in VR. So we're going to wait just a little bit. So we're going to come into here, and you're going to see the guard that's on the outside there, right? And there's also one civilian inside. As you can see, the target is already starting to head this way, which means that you would have had to take out that one guard first and then try to take out your target. I just don't feel like there's enough time in VR. You can easily do it, you know, in regular when your movement is so much more cleaner and crisper and faster. But here you just got to kind of come up with a little different method here. So we're going to use this meeting room as our way to take out the target. So this guy comes in this room once. I don't know if he comes into it again because we're able to complete the mission before the guard comes back in. So it's possible that he does another run around where he comes back into this room and could see something. But at least in mine, he did not. So maybe he only comes in once, or maybe we're able to complete the mission in time before he sees anything. So once he leaves, we're not going to take him out. But once he leaves, we are going to take out the guard, or the guy sitting down. He's a civilian. So grab that crowbar that we picked up, and we're going to head over here. Make sure you're crouched running, that way he doesn't hear you. So what you need to do is pretty quick here. Grab the body and drag it over to the other side of the table. There's no barrel or anything that you can put an unconscious body in this one. This room is just a big open room. But we need to hide this body over here so that the main target doesn't see it when he enters the room. And then head over here. Now, don't worry about him. He does not see you. He doesn't see through who you are. At this point, quickly as possible, take out your pistol, and boom.
Target down. Next up,
Get out.
Raise the Zaydan.
If you've done everything in the time that I have done it right there, then you should have a free escape here. Make sure you crouch because they will hear you. There's two guys right there, so you got to get over here quick enough before the one guy starts to come back around, which he will, which is why we left that area very quick. You can leave the body where it was. You don't have to worry about that. But if you've done everything in the time-wise after the kill, then you should be able to get out of here without anyone seeing you, without using any other distractions. So the only thing that we had to do was knock out one civilian, just so that we can take out the main target. I suppose another method that we could have tried is to, once the civilian was in the room, we'll say we didn't take him out, maybe we could possibly, once the main guy came into the room, we could set a distraction so the main guy would come over to the left side and then we can shoot him there so that the guy doesn't see it. It's a possibility, but it's not something that I toyed around with. I wanted to do a sniper assassin on this mission because this is a great mission to kill the two targets from far away. However, though, as you can see here, the food is gone, which means it's on the way. If you were to come back here without setting that radio, the food would still be there. So that's why it would take significantly longer, and you probably have less of a chance of completing this way because maybe that guard will come back in the room and see the dead body. So again, use that radio distraction to get the guy to kind of force him to be faster in what he's originally programmed to do. But originally I wanted to do the sniper assassin version of this. However, I do not have silenced snipers, and they've changed things a little bit in this. It's a little bit tougher to do in VR. You can still shoot very, very easily in VR, especially using the sniper rifle. I actually tried the sniper assassin one on this, and everything almost worked out. You could take out the first target pretty easily, but there's a problem, is the level is different. So when you're playing Hitman in VR, the level is not the same as when you're playing Hitman in regular. I know this is going to sound strange, but when you climb on poles and when you can shimmy over to ledges and crawl across ledges and stuff that you can do in the regular Hitman game, you can't do that in the Hitman VR version, so it's not there. So they create the rooftops a little bit differently, at least from my experience. So you could still do it. It's much tougher. They've put trees in the way of the main building where the second target is, so it's a lot harder to shoot him. And especially in VR, you can't see the outline of the bodies. So where you could easily line up the shot because you can literally see the outline of all the enemies, you can't do that in VR. It's a lot more, it's tougher. So this was the method that I found to be quick And we also got the Silent Assassin suit only on this one, even though that really wasn't the goal, but I just wanted to try something a little different. And I thought poison would be fun. Obviously, sneaking around 2 sections would have been super crazily tough in VR, just because first person is so much more difficult. But there you go. He is dead, and we have completed the mission. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I know this one wasn't as long as a normal video that we've done, but we're trying to move along here. We've got 2 more games still to get through, and I want to make sure you guys are excited to see all of these missions in VR, because they are significantly tougher. So I really do hope you guys are enjoying this VR walkthrough. I do the best that I can to bring these videos out to you guys and to find different ways to take out the targets in each mission than what I've done previously. At least I'm trying to. Because you guys have all seen a lot of this stuff before, but I want to show you kind of different ways. So we completed it at a pretty decent fast time there. But next up is a really, really fun mission. I actually really enjoy the next one. So thank you guys again so much for watching. Cinema's going to play at the end. Don't forget to leave a like and comment on the videos. It really helps the channel out. We want to keep this channel going strong for years to come. So help us continue to do that and leave those likes and comments and share. Love you all, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.
Compromised, but I don't understand. There is no sign of forced entry, no alarms, nothing.
One of my people has gone missing in Johannesburg. A key bearer.
I wish I'd been informed. Still, the system demands 2 keys, and the rest are all accounted for.
Except for your late predecessors.
Cobb? But his plane went down over the Pacific. It was an accident.
Such was the conclusion at the time. Yes. People die, Mr. Fannin. Happens all the time, even to us. It seems like a conspiracy. Probably isn't. And yet, the failed coup in Morocco, the ether virus. Someone knows about us. There was a pattern and I failed to see it. Providence is under attack.
How much was there?
Money? Not money, Mr. Fannin. Information on all of our assets and operatives. Like you. Dig a trench, Director. And make it a deep one. Because none of you are safe anymore.